Hello cricket lovers and RCB fans. A very warm welcome to Winning Its Talks podcast. I am Vishwanath, your host. I am a sports psychology coach, counselor, author, blogger and podcaster. Today, let us discuss about the mega IPL auction that took place just 2 days ago and what are RCB's chances in this 15th edition of the IPL. The mega auction for buying players for the many franchisee teams in connection with the 15th edition of IPL got over on the 13th February 22. As you all know, I'm sure like me, you have all been glued to the TV screens with great curiosity to know which are the players RCB picked for this edition. The major surprise of the mega auction was that most teams opted for less expensive, uncapped and untried players. Each team has a couple of marquee players who are bought for a price of anywhere between 10 to 16 crores, but that apart, most players were considered to be an investment for the future. This clearly shows each franchise is looking to build a team for the future, fully aware that there will be no mega auction coming in the next few years. Now, let's come to my home team, the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Even though the RCB team made it to the finals couple of times, it is yet to win a trophy. Much to the dismay of its fans, like me, who wish every year after year, Isala Cup Namde, meaning the cup is ours this time. But every time it's a disappointing tale. Though the IPL is that kind of a league where players keep moving from one team to another, or in other words, one franchisee to another, they don't necessarily represent the team that emerges from their home state. But it is also no secret that franchises pick a handful of players from the state of the origin of the team. For example, if it is RCB, then Karnataka is considered as the home state. If it is Mumbai Indians, Mumbai is considered as the home state. But it is always the case that only a few players among the home state gets picked. But it is always the case that only a few players coming from Karnataka are picked for RCB. It's a pity and it's a mystery that we RCB fans keep asking ourselves, why this discrimination for the home state players? Even this year, though 15 Karnataka players were picked by different teams, RCB picked only 2 Karnataka players. I say Bangalore must be removed from the RCB name. Among batsmen, RCB could have easily gone in for Manish Pandey, who is presently the Karnataka captain. Manish was picked up for an affordable 4.6 crores by some other team. RCB could have afforded this price, no doubt. It is also Devdutt Padikkal's case that he was let go by RCB. Devdutt Padikkal could have also been bought for the same price as 7.75 crores. Amongst the bowlers from Karnataka, RCB could have picked any bowler from this group comprising Praveen Dubey, K.C. Karyappa, Shreyas Gopal, K. Gautam or Jagdish Shuchit. All these players were picked up for a meager price by other franchises. Karnataka let go of this advantage. The advantage these bowlers bring to the table is that all their life they have grown up bowling at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. They know every inch of the KSA Stadium and they know how to restrict the batsman. They have grown in that atmosphere and that would have been a huge advantage. And secondly, this year we are expecting the crowds to be allowed. That means spectators will be allowed into the stadium, considering that there is a very rapid decline in the COVID-19 cases. In that case, having Karnataka bowlers in the squad would have been a huge encouragement for them, with a crowd behind them and applauding, encouraging, clapping for the home team boys. That advantage has been let go by the selection team. Another baffling surprise is the picking of Vanindu Hasaranga after paying a whopping price of 10.75 crores. If Hasaranga is a cog in the wheel of RCB's plans this year, why then Virat Kohli not utilize him effectively during last year's IPL that was played in the Gulf? The Sharjah, UAE, Abu Dhabi wickets could have suited him to perfection, but Virat and RCB let go of that advantage. Now picking him for 10.75 crores defies logic. With Virat Kohli having relinquished the IPL captaincy, the captaincy slot became open for RCB. It seems that they have roped in Faf du Plessis to fill in Kohli's big shoes. I felt David Warner, who was bought by some other team for a price of 6.25 lakhs, would have been a better choice going by his batting exploits and captaincy record. But why go for the aging Dinesh Karthik, paying a staggering amount of 5.5 crores? His slowing reflexes behind the stumps got exposed glaringly last year. Why also Siddharth Kaul, the aging medium pacer who is slowing down year after year? I must say, Karan Sharma also comes in the same category, but he is a good buy at 50 lakhs and an ideal replacement for Hasaranga if things don't go well. Maybe on certain pitches, even both spinners can complement each other and do well for RCB being in the same level. RCB's batting has always been top heavy with a weak middle order. This was there when Kohli, Shane Watson, AB de Villiers were there, and even before that RCB batting has always been top heavy. In the recent years it was Kohli, Devdutt Padikkal at the top, followed by Glenn Maxwell, and when these three batsmen got out, the middle order was exposed. The initial advantage of scoring at least 40 to 60 runs in the first power play was always lost during the later overs when the middle order caved in easily. With Dinesh Karthik, Mahipal, Lamror and Rawat in the middle order, the middle order doesn't look all that stable. Now, this is the biggest question mark, and this chink continues to be exposed for RCB. My goodness gracious, what wrong did KS Bharat do? He did everything right behind the stumps and also stumps with the bat. He just went for 2 crores. Surprisingly, after that splendid show in the last year's IPL, RCB could have gobbled him up easily for that affordable price. We don't know what transpired. Having let him go, we don't understand the politics of this. There is something to celebrate looking at the RCB pace attack. comprising Josh Hazelwood, Mohammad Siraj, Harshal Patel, Siddharth Kaul, Jason Behrendorff, Sharfan Rutherford and Akash Deep, supported by Chama V. Milind and Suyash Prabhudesai. There's a huge investment for the pace attack, knowing fully well that the Chinnaswamy Stadium is a friendly batting wicket and is always known to put up big scores and always supports the batsmen. So they have roped in many fast bowlers here so that they can work different combinations if some of them don't fit into the plan. Fair enough. The spin department is okay. The spin is in the hands of Saranga, Karan Sharma, Shabaz Ahmed, supported by Glenn Maxwell and Anishwar Gautam. I must say the spin department is quite okay. I think if they can chip in with a few decent overs, then that will help the RCB side. I will only give an average rating to this present selection committee headed by Mike Hesson and company for the team selection that they have made. Every year RCB hopes to do well. Somehow, with a few compromises, the fans always hope for the best and they keep chanting Isala Cup Namde, meaning the cup is ours this. But surprisingly this year, looking at the strength of the team on paper, I don't know if the RCB fans will have the same confidence to say the cup is theirs this time. I for one feel that way. I don't know about the others. But even when RCB fielded one of its best teams, they didn't win the cup. So we may be in for some pleasant surprises. We never know. Let us keep our fingers crossed. As RCB fans, we always need to hope for the best and see that the IPL Cup is won by RCB this year. Now, yes, even this time the fans will be chanting Isala Cup Namde, but I don't want them towards the end to say Isala no Tap Namde. That means even this year the mistake was ours. Thank you. This is Vishwanath signing off for Winning Edge Talks podcast. I wish you all enjoy a wonderful IPL this year, and after 2 years IPL is coming back home and we'll get to witness some fantastic matches, and if we are fortunate we can even get access to the stadium and watch the match live. Bye for now.